Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junkjournals UK. Thank you for joining me, you're very welcome, it's lovely to have you here. So this is the final part of my design team project for Fiona at Lavender Blue Art. So this is the Sweet Scents journal kit, and yeah, I'm hoping to get it finished today, but I have a sneaky suspicion, well I'm pretty sure there'll be a few bits that need doing. For example, the charms and the bits on here, because I haven't brought them with me. So yeah, let's have a look. Now I had a little checklist. I had it here about 30 seconds ago, as you might guess. I can't find it now, but I'm pretty sure that I made everything that was on it, or I've brought things to make everything that's on it. So it was a front and back envelope pouch that I needed to cover the closures. So I made this one to start with. Just the ones that I used to make these all the time actually. I used to put them in all my journals when I first started making journals. Don't do it so much now, but yeah, sometimes the oldies are the goodies. So that's a 3-pocket one. That's the first one I made. I don't know, I mean I quite like it again now, but when I first made it I thought it was a bit much with that. I'm undecisive. Now I like it, of course I do. It's different when the camera's on. However, I wanted one front and back, so I thought, well, I'll put that in the back and make a plainer one for the front, which I've done. Yeah, I don't think I ought to start changing things now, do you? Do you? I mean, that one goes all right wherever it goes, doesn't it? And, you know, it can be embellished more. I just put one pocket on that one because I just thought that was a bit much. Let's just have a look. Oh yes, that's a pretty journal. Open it up. Do you know, I like it now. It is full on, but I'm full on, aren't I? So some would say. Yeah, I'm going to change my mind and completely. Now I'm not going to do it now because I need to. Just thought about that. I should have done it before I come on, really, shouldn't I? You know, I need to stick it and let it, because it's not been stitched on. It's been stuck on. Let it really grab before I mess with it. So that's what they will look like when you see the flip through. They will be front and back and filled. The other thing I needed was 3 tags, I think. Now I found this one that we backed underneath my mat where I put all my tags when I'm making them. So we've got that one to go in somewhere, but we've got these 2 pockets to fill as well, haven't we? Although that, no, it might go behind one of them. And I made 4 just because I had some images that I thought would go sitting around. I don't know if you can see what that is. It's a bit full on, that picture, isn't it? It's like a potting shed in a garden with lots of greenery around it. It took me a little while actually to focus on it, but once I did, it's like a magical place. So I can imagine all the the pots, the containers in there that are waiting to have seeds and plants and things put on, and it's fairly overgrown but pretty. Yeah, I know I'm going on a bit, but yeah, I really liked that one. So, and these were just ladies. So these are books from a book of English paintings. Maybe you know the painting it's come from. You can maybe see that these ladies were attached. But I just thought they would make nice, kind of go with the the theme of the book, the scent, which is what these ladies would be wearing, and the beautiful flowers. And yep, so just backed them onto some ordinary card. Whether I leave them on that or not, I don't know. Might just grungy it up and leave them on that. And then a rose from a different book, but yeah, just thought it went. So I've got 4. I said I wanted 3 at various sizes, and I think I've just about stuck to the sizes, so we'll see. We'll put them in and see. And then the big envelope, if you remember, that was part of the kit. I just stitched a vellum pocket on the front just to put some bits in there, and a piece of lace down the side. And because I'd stitched on the front, I then just backed the inside with a piece of paper out of my scrapbook box, really, because I'm going to close this envelope up. Now what this is going to be is just sort of sitting in, just going to add it in somewhere. It's not going to be attached, so it can come out, be filled, used, whatever, and then tucked back in again wherever you want. You could use it as a book mark for your page. And I'll just put some bits of the kit that are left over in it, or some papers or something. So just somewhere in a page, maybe maybe over the page, just tucked in like that. Just a little bit of interactive that you can take out and play with. Okay, so that really, apart from having something to go in there, is done. That wasn't on my list. Let me put my lid back in here. What else was on my list? Some page edge decorations. So, oops, I found one, if you remember, that I quite liked, which was this one, but I didn't like the back that showed over the edge of the page when I put it over the edge of the page, and it was just sat on my desk, and I was looking at it thinking, well, why don't I just put something on the back of it? So I just grabbed the vellum book that I got from the range, book of pieces of vellum, so I can still see, that was the idea, I can still see all that beautiful stitching, messy stitching around it, but I can't see now the masking tape, which was, you know, not the prettiest thing in the world. So I'm now going to be able to use that one. I also came across this, which was something I'd made and I didn't like, so I just tore it off. Yeah, and it's got lots of layers going on, hasn't it? And we can add a few more. I've got embellishments with me, so that's one nearly made. So that's two. So we only need to make one. So shall we do that now? And then we've got those three made. The only other thing I said I wanted was some jewels, and I brought these pieces of pearls. Pearl bling. Bling is what I should have said, not jewels. And these are from my lovely friend Angie Beaumont. If you remember, she sent me absolutely loads. She sent me a piece of everything she owned, she said, which was amazing. Now, no, Angie is on holiday at the moment down in Cornwall, so I don't know if her shop... No, I don't know if her shop is Etsy or on eBay, actually. I'll have to check. But I'll try and get a link tree or some kind of something in my description for Angie, and then you can go on and find out where she is, because I don't know if she sells a bling, but yeah, she's queen of bling, definitely. What else was on my... Oh, I brought some fabric ruffles as well. That was from some fabulous Happy Mail. These are ones that I've made, so blue, pink. This is just some that's on a roll, I think. Yep, various colours, very thready. Yep, so we might put those on here, we might put them on the page edge. Of course, I've got these bits that we cut off. Got some bits of lace that we cut up last time, so yeah, just a few bits and pieces there. I'll show you everything else I've got as I go along, otherwise I'll be just a show and tell, won't I? So I've got two nice tall pieces here. Shall we make two? This is, as you can probably see off that what do I call it in the front and the back? It's not an envelope, is it? It's a pocket. Is it a double stacked pocket or something? I can't for the life of me remember what I used to call it now. Well, the pockets from the front and back cover. Yeah, put that in the bin, but not that. So yeah, I'm just going to make an edge tatty on each. I don't know what I'm going to leave showing or not, but these scrapbooking pieces, which are nice and thick papers, are good because they're double-sided and you've got quite a strong base, yeah, for making a page edge. Right, so I've got a little pile of papery bits here, which you saw. Everything, bit of that, yeah, I think that'll do us for now. In previous videos, so I'll just layer up some paper pieces on it, and then we'll put, I've got all sorts of, no, not those, you've seen those. Bundled all my pages up now, all my piles up now. Look, I've got lots of lovely bits and pieces, as I do, to go on them maybe. So I think I might ink it to start with, just to get rid of that white, because today the white is offending me. And this is going to be fun, isn't it? I love just sitting, putting pieces of scrap together and making beautiful things. So I've not got a lot of time today, but I'm not going to rush. Neil has popped to work for a meeting, as he often does on his day off. And yeah, when he comes back, we are going out. It's his last day off before work tomorrow, so yeah, went to a garden centre the other day, and we're going again today, just trying to get a bit of winter colour in the garden, you know, plants, not flowers, greenery and things like that, because it's very bare now. Now the bedders have gone. What's rattling? Something here rattling. It's annoying me. Stop. Nope. Give up. I'll have to stop leaning on. Oh. Stop leaning on the table. Now it would be nice to use a lot of these bits up, so a piece of that lovely avocado paper. We use every piece that we get. This was a set that I won from oh gosh, that's terrible, isn't it? Somebody else who's not on YouTube at the moment. Oh, crikey me. What is her name? That is terrible when you speak to somebody as often as that and then you can't remember the name. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got so much on my brain at the moment. When it comes to me, I'll tell you, or we'll put it in the description at the end. Bless her. Yeah, I won on a channel. It was a subscriber. Road to so many. I think she was doing road to 100 to start with, and yeah, she got way past it. Right, I don't want these too big. They're becoming quite big, aren't they? We've got flowers. The butterflies are big. I love this rose. Of course, some of these will just be decorations on the page. I'm feeling this is just a little bit on the chunky side. Oh dear, I don't like that. It's not now. It's a little bit on the nibbled side. That's not a problem because we can cover it up with things. Because it's such thick paper. Yeah. Take a bit off there, I think. I just want to be able to see my borders a bit. Yeah, half of that be covered up anyway. Right, so what did I have on it? Gosh, that, didn't I? That. I'm just going to, this beautiful daffodil, this. I don't know where it's come from. I have a sneaky feeling it must be either Nanine at Collage Type or Tanya. Of course, you can use bits of the kit. You don't have to have lots of stash. I'm just trying to use some of mine up. So there's plenty of things in the in the papers that you could print and cut out, as I have here. I could just be pulling from these. So don't think that you have to have lots of stuff. I might put some of those on in a minute. Where's my bin gone? There. Let's clear some stuff away. See what we're doing. Love that little green one as well. What do we want on this one? That's nice. That's a Victoria design, I think. Yep. There's something at the top then, and I think we're about. Oh, that's nice. I pulled that off a label. I can't remember what it was now. Something I used. I used the rest of the label. I think it was at the caravan when I was doing a video. And it was in the bin. As you can see, it's creased up, and as I was emptying the bin, I thought, oh, that's quite a nice little finding. Yeah, let's use that. We're pretty full on. Shall I start putting some bits on? Because we can always add more once they're on the page. I'm just thinking I'm not going to stitch these, so maybe I can put a bit of that stitching off the edge of that page on it. Let's have a look. Let's get these down. So this is Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah's label. It's alive today, this dobber. And I've brought you in a little bit. I've brought you a bit lower, closer to my hands, which is fine unless I've got a big sheet of paper or a big book. So I'm hoping you'll be able to see, not my hands, but more of the pretty things that I'm using. You can't always, I've noticed when I've watched them back, you can't always see just how beautiful the bits and pieces are. Yep, so try and keep things at an angle is what I don't know why I like that. It's just the grunginess of it, I think, the obscureness. And I know it's not a grungy jungle journal, but it has got a little bit of grunge here and there. So yeah, what is that? Isn't that annoying? I've got a little plastic chest of drawers. It's probably something in the drawers. What did I say? Some stitching. It's going to do it all the more now. What are you going to look like on the back? Oh, because you might be on show on the back. Now we could do the same thing. Did I put a bit of that down there? And put some vellum on it. I'm going to put this down for now. I think it'd be better if I put the glue on here. Just to hide that edge a bit. Whoops. Yeah, so if it you're just taking the mick now. Oh my goodness. Let's just take it. Oh, everything off. Oh, I think I've stopped it, whatever it was. Glue stick. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was thinking about the back, wasn't I? Because it, you devil, started again. I might have to stop in a minute and sort it out because it really is driving me crazy. So yeah, a lot of this is going to be down on the page, but just in case, I want to put something on it, a bit of something, in case I have it hanging over, is what I meant. So a page edge decoration can, you know, it can just be on the page edge and not over, or you can have it hanging over to, like, it extends your page if you need it to, or it'll blend kind of two pages, you know, into each other, you know, make them go a bit more. That's better. What else shall we have down here? A thin bit of something that I don't mind if it's covered over. No, well, there's just a label with nothing on there. Just got a white, I think it's part of that paper actually. I was going to say we've just got a white piece. Come on, come to mind something. I've got so much here. Anything. Oh, that's nice. I'll probably lose it, probably won't be on show, but let's just put it down. Just so it's got a bit of interest if it's showing. Yeah, chances are it won't be. Okay, that's one done. I was trying to work on both at once, but I didn't. Moving you over the top. No, underneath, I think. So we'll start with you. I'm thinking, do I want a number on the top of here? So more often than not when I make these I do stitch them, but you don't have to. Not everybody has a sewing machine. Shush. Yeah, I'm sure I'm not putting it where it was. Oh, I had that little green one up there. Yeah. I didn't add any of my fabric or anything, did I? But I think I can add stuff when it's on the page. So the back of this one's not too bad. And I think only one of these is going in as well, so I can work more on the other one should I wish. Yep, so just in case you are going over, I mean, it's got that lovely edge there, hasn't it? Shove a bit more of that down. Yeah, let's do that. It's getting used up, isn't it? Rather than going into the box, it would never go in the bin. Not once I'd decided I was keeping it. Yep, so we can put a word, a butterfly, a flower, whatever we want on there when we decide that we want to. Right, I've got so much on my desk now I can't see my beads. I was just thinking earlier as well, I don't lose the pin now I've got these beads. I used to spend hours looking for the pin, didn't I? I do lose the beads occasionally, but not so much. Okay, Right, I'm just going to keep going because I don't want to join my films because of that. You might not even be able to hear it actually. You often can't hear things, can you, that I do. Okay, so we have got some page edge decorations, some tags, some bling, some embellishments. Let's see what we can do. Oh, little tag there. So we know that one of these is going in here. Yeah, the tags that go in there will be a surprise to you when I do a flip through. I did think about putting a label on there, but I don't think I'm going to. Oh, and we're straight away at a page edge on here. So I've got 4 to choose from, on which side do I want it? So we've got quite a big step here between the two as well, so it will, like I'm saying, it will blend the 2 pages together when you look at it that way. So let's just put some colours against it. So that one definitely not. I don't think that one either, so we're going with one of the ones we've just made, possibly. I really wanted that one on that side though. Do I want it in the middle? Do I want it close to the edge? So I'm going with this one. So you can see how it kind of blends in there. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's not too much picture. I think I'll have it up top and not up bottom. Now I could even continue and tear the bottom of that a little bit. I might. I'll see. So if I have it there right at the edge, what are we looking at here? Oh, I am getting to see my little rose a little bit, look. Yeah, and I can add something on there over the 2 pages should I want to, so yes. Super duper, that's how we're going. Did I just hit the camera then? I'm very sorry if I did. And it made a noise or made you jump. So I'll just put the edge of that one. So I'll get the edge, and then the same here. Have to remember to keep coming into camera. Yeah, I don't know how much of that's going over, quite a lot of it, wasn't it? So I think that should do. Yep, I like it. Yeah, so I might soften that edge there with something going over it. And I may well tear down there, but what I'll do is let that dry. Oops, that was a bit much, didn't he? So as your cloth. Let that dry, and then when we're embellishing, when we're back and embellishing soon. Yeah, let's give the page some weight as well. Need something in there now. If I got under here. Oh, my list of things that I had to do. There we go. Right, this definitely wants some embellishment on it. So we've got all this. We've got all this going on. Let's use some of it. So we're quite full on here. So perhaps we want something just a little bit more toned down. I'm creating a tuck counter. Let's do that with that under it, and then we're not seeing that. So this is one of my original Will cigarette cards. I quite like that. I like the grunginess of it. This is a freebie from Artie Mays, I think. Just thinking it might be now nice down just as a pocket with that tucked inside it. Do I think it goes with this? I had another. I brought 2 of those pink cigarette cards. Yeah, here's one. Just see if this one's. They're very similar, aren't they? I quite like. There's a little bit more black on that one. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Right, let's make a decision that when we like something, we're just going to pop it down instead of playing the shall I shan't game. I'm thinking that might want something else over the edge of it here, just to blend it into the page a little bit more. Oops. I need to spread all this out so I can see what's here. No. So not a word, because there's lots of words on it. A little picture of somebody there. No, it's a bit strange. Blank label. Let's ink it because it's not been cut out the best. There are some white edges. Maybe, but I feel like it still needs something else with it. So, no. Thinking maybe a piece of book page, a really dark old book page. Oh gosh, excuse me, that went in front of you. Here's one. And just tear a bit out rather than take the whole page out, because now it's wordy though, isn't it? That was the... Let's just try it and see. No. Right, I've got one more thing that I'm thinking of. Good old Tracy labels might be the way to go. So Tracy Fox at... Oh, that's Tracy's... I can't even remember what hers is now, YouTube, but I'm sure you know. She is one of the most well-known YouTubers. What other colours have we got? So the one of her sets of labels, I don't know which one, she does lots. Don't really want red again, do I? Red with red. Nice green one there. No. Oh, that, I like that. It's like half a receipt. Yeah, up the side, that's the one. I don't know why, I just felt like it needed something, and I suppose it's that thing about threes. So when that little cigarette card is in it, it's a collection of 3 vintagey things. Yeah, lovely. Yep, I like that. Might have a little flower or something in the top, I don't know. Right here, so we've got this lovely flower, so I don't want a flower. Now this is quite nice. Memories, because it is for writing, isn't it? Just do it. So we have it down at the bottom. It's obviously come from a bottom corner. No, we'll have it at the top in the middle. It's kind of given that page a title. Kind of gives you a hint to write on it. Doodle on it. I like the way this is showing as well. Over the top of that small page. Yep, I think that will do for there and there. You dry. We'll put you in there now. I think that one's dry. Let's put it in there. That one we did together. That one we did together. This needs a tag, right? Let's have a look at these tags that we created then, see if any of these go. Oh, that's... Yeah, no, I guess the thing is that the one that was made for that size though? That does go really well, doesn't it? Don't dislike that, but she is cut in half a bit, isn't she? That one's too small, so let's go with that one. Yeah, I wasn't feeling the ladies there particularly. So what do we want on the top of this tag? Oops. Because it wants something. I've got ready-made things, but I don't really want a flower. Oops. On it. Put it in just to give us an idea. So we could just put a tab on it, but what about this lovely frilly? No, it's a bit too bright, that one, isn't it? Yeah, I like that paler side there. That might be quite nice. Let's just cut a bit off and see. Yeah, quite like that. So I'm going to fabric tack it on. It will stop where I've cut it as well, that stitch coming undone, but I have to tell you, if it came undone it would not bother me in the slightest, because It's just a bit more, oops, a bit more distress, isn't it? Oh, I didn't think about the back. Well, luckily it's plain, so that doesn't matter. I think if I just ink it up a bit, I think it'll be fine. Might put a label or something on it, we'll see. Ticket. And I'm wondering if to put some little flat back pearls just across the top there, just to give it a little bit of something. So kind of fox the corners, halo them, is it? Something like that. Yeah, that just looks like a piece of hessian, doesn't it? Quite like it. Right, let's look at you. I think we just want to be small and simple. Just a hint of something, yeah. Lovely. I'm never happier than when I'm putting a bit of bling on something. So I'm going to go with this because art glitter, because I'll be able to hit each pearl with a blob. It does attach to fabric, it just takes a little while to dry, but I'm not going to put it back in the book, I'm going to leave it out for now. Yeah, so I'll leave it to dry. Might have a little number or a label or something up there when we're done. What did I fling it, don't I? That's what I used to do with the pin, just grab it and fling it, and of course I could never find a pin then. At least this is glistening at me. Oops. We're going to play that, aren't we? So it's another beautiful sunny day here, September sunny day in Lincolnshire in the UK. I was just thinking, do I want anything up there? I could overdo it, so I'll stop. I want something across here, so I did this one last time. A word. Cherish is nice, isn't it? So this is one that I stamped and did using up scrappy bits of paper. I only want it tiny now, which is ideal for these when you make them, because you can change them and make them your own size. Yeah, I was thinking of putting something behind there, but I'm not going to. It kind of blends in, which I like. Usually like things to stand out, so I was thinking a piece of, you know, fabric, netting, tea bag, but I'm not going to. I like the kind of flatness of it all. So it's got two little things tucked in there, journaling pieces or embellishment pieces. I want something up here, just a little hint of something tiny. So I can't have a word because I've got the word there. Why didn't I bring the butterflies out? The little butterflies. Are they within reach? No. Oh, I've got some. Oh, really teeny tiny. They all felt. Don't really want a felt one, do I? No. I thought I'd hit the jackpot then. What's that I've just seen? A little love heart? No. No. I mean, ideally it is a journaling spot, isn't it? Don't dislike that. Just not 100% sure about the colour, but this might change all that. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's better. It's kind of grungy now as well, like that. Okay, I've got glue on my thumb end, so I can't feel anything. Yeah, so you can write over that if you had a nice bright pen, or you can just leave it as a faux title. Yes, come off. So yeah, I want something on there, and I'm just wondering about, rather than making it a page edge, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Could even be a tuck, it's strong enough. Put a piece of that on there. You can see I'm going to, can't you? Yeah, I like it. Shall I art glitter? Yes, art glitter. So I'm going to put it on like a tuck. I'm not going to put anything in it yet. I may or may not fill it. I'll see. see how I feel when the book's finished. Yeah, I like the pink lace sticking out the bottom of the page there as well. It's giving it a bit more. So we're going double lace on here. Might clip something in there, I don't know. Yeah, we'll leave that open for now. I might just, let me just pop that in just to remind me that it's open. Okay. So this is for journaling, a nice big journaling page. I love this pretty page here. So it doesn't need anything much, does it? I don't think it wants a word. What about a big butterfly? That's nice, isn't it? Where? Flying down? No, don't like him. Am I making you dizzy? Sorry. Sorry, butterfly. Flying away. Yeah, I'm going to. It's very thin copy paper as well, this, so it's going to, you know, sit nice and flat into the page. And I do want this to be a journaling page. I want one or two. Not too busy, she says, with a massive butterfly. Oops, your wings hanging over, mister. I heard that saying, clip your wings. It's the tiniest bit, you can't even tell. Yeah, so I've got the urge to do more, but I don't want to. No, don't do it. Okay, so this one was all done, wasn't it? I was thinking about something up there, because heaven forbid I have a plain piece. I'm going to do it. No, I'm not going to ink it either. I just feel like there was something missing from the very top. Lovely. So we're back to, let's put some lids on because I've got them all off. Another one of these. In fact, we've got two, I think. That one needs one as well, so they're both fairly close together. And unless I make another, I don't have any choice. So I've got this one if I want it that side. Yeah, I don't like it that side. It's a bit full on that side, isn't it? So something plain like that would be good that side. I could just have a little bit of it over. It's hiding those pictures though. That will just extend that, so I don't mind any of them, either of them on there particularly. So let's have a look at this one. Kit out a granny flat, it says. Yeah, so this has got a lot of pictures on it. Yeah, I think that's the one for there. Just not sure about this edge being as straight as it is, but here I go with nibbling. That's better. Just that little bit of, yeah, it's going to be a nice page turn as well. Yeah, I don't dislike it showing over there, so. Oh, the lid's underneath. Where are we going? About there. Nearly took my big lid off. Don't do that. Oops. All the way down. You'll go in a bit. Oh, we've got that lovely stitching bit on the inside. Too late now. It's where it's going. What a shame. I can always stick another bit on the other side. I've got a glob of glue there. Where did you come from? Of the stitching. I might do actually. Between the page and the... Yeah, it's chunky to stick because of the stitching. Oops. Yeah, might be nice down there. Let's have a look. Let's have a piece. And if there's a darker piece or a more interesting piece. No, they're all quite light. I think that one's the... Do I want it all the way? Yeah, I think mostly. Let's put a bit of extra grunge on it, on the white bits. Also a bit of extra holding the two together again, isn't it? I'll probably go over it with my ink and stencil brush as opposed to the dauber once it's down and dry. Just soften the edge a bit into the page. Go on. Don't know if there's no ink under there or it's not even enough to get my nib under, so just keep flattening it. Oh, it's got that other stitching. That's quite interesting. Look, when I press on it, the stitching from the other side is making an indentation on the page. Quite like that. So you can tell the stitching behind it. Yeah, that's made quite a good turn. You know, something to grab hold of. And again, I could put something down there. I'll see. So, which left us what for this page? Oh, goodness me, somebody at the door. Okay, I'm back. So, it was, oh, I lid off my glue as well, and I've been gone an hour. It was my sister and brother-in-law at the door. So we've just had a little visit, and yeah, Neil came home as well, so he's now patiently waiting for me downstairs. So, and I've had a little look. I've already been on 40 minutes, so yes, I need to get a little shimmy on. So we were looking at this on here? We were. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing now because I'm this needs a bit of ink on it. I'm all out of the loop. Feel like I've been gone a whole day. With the lid off my ink pad as well. Yeah, it just needs bringing down a little bit. The colour's not quite. That's better already for me. I don't know if to tear that down a bit more, make it a little bit slimmer. It's quite a chunky piece. I'm not strong enough to tear through the stitching. But if I tear down this edge, oh, panting now, I've been running around playing with the dog. Oh, there we go. Yep, so everybody's well apart from Mum. We can't go in and see her because she's still not well. So right, how much are we even showing over? Are we having it on that side? What's we got going on here? We've got one of those going on. Yeah, maybe there with just a bit of lace up that side, I'm thinking. Yeah, I think that would be good. Let's, what do we want? About halfway down, I think. I'll do it on here. Oh, that's pretty good. Look, it's still working. Did I want it that big? No, I didn't. And this is backed with vellum, so it might take a little few minutes to stick. I want it kind of halfway, I think, don't I? Let me look at the other side. Yeah, because I want to be able to get a little bit of lace in a little bit, maybe. Well, we're just about stuck, so got a little skip stitch there. Look, I love the little things like that happen. When I rush it, it skips a stitch. It's a yeah, it's not a very expensive sewing machine, and it's not a very new one. Yeah, so I've got some pink here, just sitting here as if by magic. Yeah, I think that's nice. Let me just oh, squeaky paper. Just distress it a little bit under there so it's not quite so. Yep, so I will fabric tack that on there. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, pleased with how those page edge decorations have gone. Got a little bit more lace in it, which is always a positive, isn't it? I definitely need that under there. I need to think about that as well. So I'm sure there are some places where we needed some more tags, because I've got some more tags sat in here, sitting here even. I'm just going to try a few things. And that kind of echoes the blues. Oh, yes, I've just realised I need to... I wonder if you could see anything that I did. Gosh. Yeah, I think you can see okay there, I hope so. Yeah, it's a ticket from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah, but the blues and the bird and what have you kind of echo what's going on here. So again, I want it for journaling, this page, just a little bit of embellishment to tie it in. Super. And I'm just going with 1, not 3 on there. Yeah. Let me title it themselves, whoever owns it. Just love the beautifulness of that. I'm not doing anything. It's like it's layered. It's got the lovely grungy edge on. It's got this bit of stitching down here. No, leaving that one. Right, this one. Now I brought a few stamps with flowers on, the Isle of Man stamps, I think. I'm a bit croaky, and I've done this before, putting stamps down the page edge, but normally I attach them to each other. I wondered about just doing that's pretty, isn't it? What do we think? Do we like them just spaced out? It's just different, isn't it? Or do we like them all higgledy-piggledy and touch together? I quite like them higgledy-piggledy. Okay, so I'm not going to distress them or anything. They are vintage stamps. They have got the postmarks on them. Don't weigh that one. So I'll just leave them as they are. It's probably a good job they called and stopped me, because I felt like I'd only been on about 20 minutes. Neil said to me, "I'm sure you were doing that," when I left and went. I said, "Well, I was sat at my desk," but I hadn't started filming. Pretty pink one here. So these were I think they were a car boot buy one day in the summer. I'm sure I think I shared them with you. I remember Neil having them out on the table at the caravan and sorting them out for me. There's thousands of them. So yeah, that's what makes me think it was a car boot. Yeah, I like them higgledy-piggledy. And I just... notes. Memories. We've had memories once, haven't we? Timeless. I quite like this notes one. I think this, again, I'm pretty sure it's come from in Happy Mail. I don't know who or where, and it probably is meant to be cut off that. Can you see it? Because it's very tiny. But I really like it, and I've not used it. I've hoarded it. And again, you would probably put something behind it, but I'm liking the knot in this book. Yes, it looks like it's just dropped on the page there, not been artistically arranged. Yeah, I like that. Just put a bit of... oh, do I want something on here? Now, I was going to put some journaling paper, wasn't I, on here for journaling on, and underneath everything that I've just got out. Oh, that's the book page thing. I brought my collage paper, which is very thin. Oh, I've got some straw paper, I've got some pretty printed paper, digitals, music, digital. Thinking that one. And I'm not sure, could be a Victoria design, but I'm not entirely sure, it might not. Oh, they're both the same. I think, yeah, you can see it's printed wrong, so it's kind of, it's landscape printed portrait or vice versa, so that's why it was in there. don't want it straight across there, but I do want it torn. I've just seen the lids off all the glues. Again, let's remedy that. So time consuming when you're against the clock. It's just that it's got to be the last video on this, because I've got plans. Yeah. It's the weekend, and then Monday is the start of another new journal. So over the weekend, when we do the Saturday sort it out and like that, I think I'm going to out glitter it for speed. And the Scrappy Sunday, I will also have to squeeze in on a couple of those days some flip throughs, because I've got journals waiting to go on Etsy, and I don't like to put them up without a flip through, and I know you guys like to see the flip throughs of things we've been working on. So yeah, you might see a few flip throughs all at once and a few listings all at once over the weekend. Neil is at work tomorrow, so I should have time to do that, although I really do need to get some ironing done. It's piling up again. Really like that, pleased with that. That definitely wants something down here. Now, I've got a bit of cut off lace here, it's the creamy colour. No, I was going to say pink, but I think it's pink on pink. I've got this bit that I've cut off. Looks like bunting, doesn't it? I mean, it goes, but I quite like the antique-y. Yeah, let's have this one. Just needed a bit, so I won't put it too close to the edge, because obviously we're going to put things in there. A tag, hopefully, in a moment. Did I have a nice thin tag? I didn't use it, did I, in a place I shouldn't have? Quite possible. Yeah, there seemed to be a lot of blank up there. Okay, tags. Didn't I have 3? Oh yeah, there. So we've got that. Oh, I bet I did use the skinny one. I mean, I can cut them down. Yeah, and she would be hidden in there, so she might be an ideal candidate. I'd rather have a hidden than just a head popping out or what have you. Yeah, glue lids again. Can you see the state of my desk? You couldn't see anything, could you, a minute ago? Whoops. Okay. So, shall I measure it? We definitely want her, don't we? That's quite a bit off. It's not good, too small to start with, because I can always take more. A little bit more. It's quite a narrow one, isn't it? And I'm going to turn it over and do it that way as well. Yep. Does make a difference. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. Sorry for the banging. Yeah, she just goes in there nicely, doesn't she? Yeah, I'm just not sure about the greenery. Now we've got lots of pink and blue and lilac on here, haven't we? I think that might need a different tag entirely. Didn't have any, did I? I could stick a book page together. Too thin. Let's stick it on some card. Have I got some somewhere? Must have some card, mustn't I? I've got all these pieces. Let's see what we can create quickly. So I'm putting it on this side. Oops. Oh gosh, that's the trouble with old book page. Phew, Denise. Because the other side I think is good enough for journaling on. So I'm literally just a bit sideways on, but never mind. Oops. suppose if we cut it straight with the text. Oh, well, that was quite a bang, sorry. But that made Neil jump out of his chair downstairs. Yeah, if the text is straight, the pattern on the other side, yeah, is fine. Oh, you're deep enough. Yes, just. So let's go this way. And then that way. Just to make sure we're getting a square edge. The same here. This way and then that way. Yeah. And see how far off I am. Yep, a bit more yet. Yep, and it's in. Oh, okay, so actually it was a bit tight. Let's not make life too difficult for ourselves. I'm just taking a slither. That's it. That's it. Okay, so what we're going to put on it. So we've got the pink going on again now, haven't we? That's the journal inside. This book page always goes well with pink. This dark old book page. I've put it together often. So do we want a pink flower? Oh, look, what about that? You were just waiting. Just waiting to be on that, weren't you? That's beautiful. The crafting gods are with us. Yeah, I'm thinking this is a Nanine picture. Oops, glued myself. And about the kit here, something from the kit, do I think? No. That would have been nice on there as well, wouldn't it, actually? But there, that. So we've got a little, I think that's the front page actually, isn't it? I'm just going to just put a little bit of something, some interest in this bottom corner, you know, for when you lift the tag out, so it's not, you know, that's it and that's your lot. Yep, that's nice. Ooh. And then something on the tab to pull. So this is a very full-on couple of pages, isn't it? I'm not going to leave it in because it's still drying. It'll stiffen up and go in better, I think, as well once it's dried. Yeah, that's nice. So what do we want on the top? I'm wondering if just a plain tab, because we're quite full on, aren't we? Not a very big one. What have we got? No, you're too small. Yeah, something like that. Now let's, sorry, I'm just putting them to the side to look at the colours. Yeah, I don't think I want pink again. That's nice with the greens, that will do. No point looking through them all. Whoops. Whoopsie. Oh, that's a nice one as well. No, Denise, stick with what you've got. Because it is just going to go over that, isn't it? Put that too high now, so it's going to have to be, I think, a piece of lace. I've got that one. Oh, it's the same lace that's on there. That'll be nice. Yeah, let's have that. Crafting on the hoof. Oh, thought I didn't put it on the back. Yeah, you can write on that, no problem. So that'll be another one just sitting out drying for now, because I don't want it to stick to the page. That's inside out, Denise. Yeah, some laces you can't tell. This one you can tell the wrong way from the right way. That was a lot of glue. Just a little tab, short tab, that's it. And I think I might ever so slightly soften the edges. Yeah, I like that. It's quite vintagey looking. Okay, so another one. I love this one as well with the pearls on. Might put some pearls on that, I don't know. Yep, so we know what's going in there. I think that one's full on enough. Just this, let's see what else I've got to do then, because I'm running out of time. 2. I'll just do this one, I think, and then I'm going to have to finish the last page without you. Just see what I've got left from the kit. Yeah, I liked that. Again, if I tear around the actual, because it's a layered up piece, I'm going to tear around the middle piece, nibble round the middle piece even. Whoops. And I'm wondering if it wants a little bit of book page under there. Now I've got it out, and it would tie it in, wouldn't it, with what's going on the other page. Yeah. Just making sure I won't making it too small. That took a chunk out. We're getting smaller. Yeah. So yeah, that will have to, I'll have to call that a day. So I've got 2 more pages to do, which I will show you on the flip through, but I will just be using the images that I've got here on my desk just to make some little pretties on the page, and I might put an odd word or 2, you know, in various places in the book. I've just spotted that wants something on it, that other tag. So I'll do the same again. I'll put one of these images on the tag and some journaling on the back. I've done that a bit low now, look. It's not at all where I wanted it. Never mind, it's on. Yeah, might have something across there. Yep, something like that. So you will see it in the flip through. You've seen the majority of it now. I hope you enjoyed watching me make it. I certainly enjoyed working on it. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and like I say, the link to the kit will be in my description, and yeah, look out for it on Etsy if you fancy it. Okay, so give me a thumbs up if you can. If not, I understand, and yeah, it'd be lovely to see you again tomorrow. Sort it out Saturday, so yeah, some one-off projects to have fun with. Okay, thanks so much for staying with me, and have a lovely day. Bye for now.